For weeks, clips from the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial have racked up millions of views on social media. It spawned viral hashtags, countless memes, and brought hundreds of people to the Virginia courthouse to watch. Depp's breakup with Heard and the accusations of domestic violence that followed made headlines at the time. But why has the case so captivated the country now? Partially, it is the high profile of those involved. Depp is an A-list actor who has portrayed many beloved characters.
I think it has something to do with the man who wears eyeliner and has made, billions of dollars at the box office. He's a very likable character. He's a very likable actor, Mr. Depp is. And I think a lot of people truly believe that he's not the monster that he's being portrayed by his ex-wife.
But his celebrity alone is not what people say interested them in the case. Many of those following it, fans of Depp's to begin with or not, seem convinced that Heard is lying, that Depp has been unfairly maligned, and that he was the one being abused. The internet has rallied around him, using the hashtag #JusticeForJohnny. Some say they see themselves in Depp, having been themselves victims of domestic abuse.
When I started watching Johnny Depp testify, it gained my attention, and once I was clearly aware of his story, it was quite apparent that I could relate to him, because from 2018 to 2021, I was subjected to domestic violence and abuse. The initial goal after hearing Johnny Depp testify was to post these clips in order to build a small community of people who could share their stories, similar stories to Johnny Depp, men and women.
But it was Heard who first became a symbol of domestic violence. The defamation case is focused on her Washington Post op-ed, in which she wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Throughout the trial, the clips that appear to catch her or her lawyers in a lie or an embarrassing moment get the most clicks. By showing support for Depp, some feel they are breaking the stigma around men experiencing abuse. But some of the responses, both online and in person, have turned extremely hateful against Heard.
It was actually kind of scary to watch them boo her as she left. I was a little scared for myself, just simply because that's a lot of hate.
The most vitriolic comments can often be found in conservative, men's rights activist spaces, where the case is a rallying point for those who believe the Me Too movement went too far or that men are often falsely accused. This is despite court evidence showing that Depp abused Heard. In fact, Depp lost a similar libel case in the UK against The Sun, in which a London court upheld a tabloid's description of him as a wife-beater, finding him guilty on 12 of 14 counts of domestic violence. Supporters of Heard are fewer, or at least far less vocal. One supporter at the Fairfax County Courthouse says she researched a disinformation campaign against Heard.
We did a research study, but also we cared about her background as well, so her humanitarianism and leadership. But we also did a social network analysis study on 7 platforms and really demonstrated that there's a disinformation operation against her. And started looking into the background of Hollywood fixers and how they start to, especially with actresses and models or socialites, they really go after them early on to ruin their cases.
As it grew more popular, the trial gained momentum in advocacy spaces, especially in discussions around the myth of mutual abuse and the implications of being able to sue victims who are speaking out. For those not personally invested in the case, the idea that a couple's intimate and traumatic accounts of abuse would make for viral content seems absurd. Others say it is important for the stories to get out there, but balk at the idea of monetizing the content.
From the beginning of the trial till now, I have not monetized any of the trial videos because that was not my goal. My goal was to basically build a small community where people could speak about these issues openly. And since I was getting a lot of traffic on my channel, I thought that it should be used to serve something positive because it's already such a negative topic. So I created a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I'm happy to tell that it's near 50%.
With the case coming to a close, new clips may not rake in millions of views, but the trial has undoubtedly had an impact on conversations about domestic violence.